Welcome back, guys, to another What If on this channel. I have not touched this What If in about 3 or so months, so before we get into it, I'm gonna do a little bit of a recap. So in the last part, I covered everything from the Z Fighters taking on Raditz, and Raditz surviving their attack, with Goku letting Raditz live. Tien wasn't so happy, so he asked Kami if there's a way to them get stronger without really training with the Saiyans. So Kami took them to King Kai where they trained, and now the Saiyans have arrived on Earth. And now the rest of the Z Fighters, that isn't Tien or Yamcha, have to fend off the Saiyans while waiting for them. Also, Raditz has backstabbed him because he knows that even if they beat Vegeta, they still have to take on Frieza. And that's where we left off last time, so now we're gonna pick up with part 3 of What If the Z Fighters Trained Together. Vegeta asked the group who's gonna be the first one to fight Nappa. Maybe one of the balder ones. Nappa says that he wants to finish his fight with a Namekian, as he perceives him to be the only one that can give him a true challenge. Piccolo disagrees with Nappa, as this is not his fight, and they only came for Goku and Raditz, so he should be left out of this. Nappa begins to get visually angry with Piccolo, the fact that he won't fight him. At this point, Krillin is the one to step up and hand the bag of senzu beans to Chiaotzu. He wants to show off what the humans can really do against the Saiyans. Nappa agrees to fight the little human, saying that he's nothing but a show-off. Vegeta turns to Raditz, who will be fighting Goku. Raditz stands next to Nappa, and Krillin stands next to Goku, and all four get into a fighting stance. After a gust of wind breezes by, the fight begins with Krillin punching Nappa in the face. Raditz rushes at Goku, but instead of attacking Goku, he blasts the ground, making dirt fly everywhere. This dirt cloud allows Raditz to lower his power level and pretty much run around Goku, attacking him whenever he can. After taking a couple of cheap shots from Raditz, Goku decides this can't go on any longer, so he force pushes the dirt away. With the dirt cloud finally gone, Goku can see Raditz coming at him. So Goku puts his hands to his face and yells out, "Solar Flare!" This allows Goku to punch Raditz in the face, then the gut, and then finally grab his legs, spin him around a bit, and then toss him, finishing it off with the Kamehameha. Goku knows he can't continue like this. He's gonna have to play more of a cat and mouse kind of game, where Goku is mostly defending, but whenever Raditz lets his guard down, he attacks. Meanwhile, Krillin isn't really holding his own against Nappa, he's actually getting beaten down. But shortly after, Krillin actually starts to outpace Nappa. This leaves both Nappa and Vegeta confused. This Earthling has a smaller power level than Nappa. How is he faster than Nappa? Vegeta begins to study the battle a little more, but from the corner of his eye, he can see Chiaotzu moving his hands around. They're moving in the same motion that Krillin moves. Vegeta quickly puts it together that Chiaotzu is somehow helping Krillin get faster than Nappa. Chiaotzu's been using his telekinesis to help Krillin move around Nappa, let him get the upper hand, since Krillin is weaker in this case. Vegeta, not liking outside interference, points his fingers at Chiaotzu, and Chiaotzu blows up like some kind of firework. This catches everybody off guard and allows Nappa and Raditz to beat down on their opponents really badly. This beating leaves both Goku and Krillin on the floor unable to move. Vegeta tells his two underlings to finish them off right now so they can go and make their wish on the Dragon Balls. Raditz tells Nappa to stand down as he's the one who's gonna finish both of them off as he blasts a double sundae right at Goku and Krillin. But Goku and Krillin are dragged out of there at the last second thanks to Piccolo's stretchy arms. Seeing Raditz fails, Nappa laughs at him. "Ha, you couldn't even hurt a fly. Let me take care of this." Nappa begins to charge up a Bomber DX, but however, as he's about to launch it, his arm gets cut off and Raditz gets kicked right in the face. It's Tien and Yamcha. They finally made it, and oh boy, are they mad. Tien takes a moment to look at the group while Nappa is left in absolute agony. Not being able to see Chiaotzu, this pretty much confirms Tien's fear that the power level they sensed disappear was actually Chiaotzu. Tien then nearly instantly roundhouse kicks Nappa's head off. Yamcha tries to do the same with Raditz, but Raditz is able to block in time since he has a much higher power level. So while Yamcha fights Raditz, Tien challenges Vegeta to a fight, which Vegeta replies, "An Earthling, don't make me laugh, but maybe you can give me some kind of fun." With Yamcha's current power level, he can do much better than Goku, but still not enough to actually defeat Raditz, because there's like a 2000 difference. This is when Tien pulls out a new party trick, the Kaioken. Tien's power level skyrockets to 28,000, easily putting him over Vegeta's 18,000. Seeing Tien pull this off, Yamcha does it as well, putting him at 26,000. This also puts Yamcha easily over Raditz's 15,000. Vegeta begins to get outclassed by a human, so he does the Gallic Gun, just like in canon. This beam struggle is more like when Bardock threw his Riot Javelin at Frieza's Death Ball, meaning that it's not really much of a beam struggle. The blast just kinda, Tien's Tri-Beam just kinda goes through Vegeta's Gallic Gun and sends him to Kingdom Come. Now Raditz does try to beg for his life, since, he was just gonna betray the Saiyans in the end. But Yamcha doesn't really believe him, since he did backstab him and they don't know if they can trust him again, so he doesn't survive a blast from Yamcha. With the same threat now gone, Goku goes over and congratulates the two for taking them out, but wishes they had survived so he can beat them himself. Goku being Goku. Tien doesn't say anything to Goku, he just gives him a cold stare before blasting off. Yamcha states that he must be grieving over the loss of Chiaotzu. The group, then including Piccolo, heads out to the lookout and must decide on what to do. Since they can't bring Chiaotzu back with the Earth Dragon Balls, Mr. Popo hits up on the idea of using Namek's Dragon Balls. With that plan made, Mr. Popo goes to pick up Bulma and take her to Kami's old ship. Meanwhile, everybody begins to train for the trip because they want to keep training and become stronger. Except for Tien, he kind of does it on his own because right now, he doesn't want to see Goku's face. He just completely lost all trust in Goku. Once the day arrives to leave, everybody gets on Kami's old ship. That's right, there's no second ship coming right after them. So no gravity chamber, no nothing. I say this because I don't think Yamcha and Tien would be so happy to revisit gravity training, so there's gonna be no gravity training, just regular ass training. Over the next month, on their way to Namek, they would train, but once again, Tien would kind of stay out of it because he doesn't want to train with Goku. I mean, he's fine training with everybody else, just not Goku. You know what this means? A power level increase. So Goku's at 14,000, Tien 16,000, Yamcha 15,000, Piccolo 11,000, and Krillin 6,000. After arriving on Namek, the group can sense Frieza's power level. So what they decide to do is split up. The humans follow Frieza to the Namekian village, which has Dende in it, while Goku and Piccolo head off to the village that Vegeta killed in the original timeline. They save Dende just like in the original timeline and get chased by Dodoria. But Yamcha goes Kaioken times 2 and takes care of Dodoria, just killing him outright. After arriving to camp, Dende tells them that Elder Guru, might have a Dragon Ball. So Krillin goes with Dende while Yamcha and Tien stay with Bulma. Meanwhile, Goku and Piccolo do run into Zarbon, and in this timeline, this is when Piccolo and Goku first team up ever, and they can just barely be able to take out Zarbon. He's left for dead, so he's not dead, but he's just kind of left there. After getting the Dragon Ball, Goku tells the villagers to go out and hide. Leave the village and hide. Lower your power levels and just hide. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, Frieza notices that he can't read Zarbon and Dodoria's power level, so they must have been taken out. And he calls the Ginyu Force. This is where I'm going to leave it off, at the verge of the Ginyu Force showing up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been like, what, 3 months at this point that I've touched this what if, and I have ideas for it in the future. I don't know if you guys are enjoying them or not, but I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button twice just so I know how much you hated it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.